The moment everything changes starts with one sentence. What if I told you? The only thing standing between you and fluent English is not grammar, not vocabulary, but fear. Yes, fear of speaking, fear of making mistakes, fear of people judging your English. Now, listen carefully. Every confident English speaker you see today was once a beginner. They once struggled. They once paused. They once said the wrong words. But they kept going. And that is exactly where your journey begins today. Because in this course, we are not going to chase perfection. We are going to chase confidence. Let me ask you something very important. When you meet someone in daily life, do you think in your mother tongue first and then translate into English? If yes, that is your first block. Today, I want you to break that habit. Start thinking in simple English. Not complex. Not perfect. Just simple. For example, instead of thinking, I want to go to the market to buy some vegetables. Start thinking, I go market. I buy vegetables. Yes, it sounds basic, but it builds speed, builds flow, and most importantly, it builds confidence. Now, here comes the most powerful truth. English is not a knowledge test. English is a communication skill. You don't need to sound like a dictionary. You need to sound like a human being. Say it slowly, but say it clearly. Even native speakers make mistakes. They pause. They repeat. They correct themselves. But they never stop speaking. And that is your new rule. Never stop speaking, even if it's not perfect. From today, I want you to practice one small habit. Every time you see something around you, describe it in English. Look at your room and say, "This is my room. This is my chair." Say. Look outside and say, "The sky is blue. The car is moving. The people are walking." Simple, natural, powerful. Because fluency is not built in classrooms. Fluency is built in daily life moments. And in the next part, I will show you the exact daily routine that will force your brain to start thinking in English automatically, without translation. But right now, remember this one line. You don't need perfect English. You need brave English. And that is where confidence is born. Part 2, the daily routine that rewires your brain for English. In the last part, you understood something powerful. English is not about perfection. It is about courage and daily practice. Now, in this part, I am going to show you something even more important. A simple daily routine that can slowly change the way your brain thinks. Not in one day, not in 1 week, but step by step. Naturally, listen carefully. Because if you do this consistently, your English will start coming automatically. No heavy grammar, pressure, just real-life practice. Let's begin. Step 1, morning English moment. When you wake up, don't pick your phone first. Instead, look around and say simple sentences in English. For example, I wake up now. It is morning. I feel fresh. Keep it slow. Keep it natural. Even if you feel silly, do it anyway. Because confidence starts where comfort ends. Step 2, mirror practice 2 minutes only. Go in front of the mirror. Look at yourself. Speak. Say things like, I am learning English. I can speak slowly. I am improving every day. At first, you may feel awkward. Slowly, your brain will accept this new identity. You are not just a learner anymore. You are a speaker in progress. Step 3. Daily object talk. Now, this is very powerful. Pick any 3 objects around you every day and describe them in English. For example, this is my phone. It is black. This is my table. It's small. This is water. I drink water. Very simple sentences, but very strong impact, because you are training your brain to think in English, not translate. Step 4. Silent English thinking. During the day, try something different. Whatever you are doing, think in English silently. If you are eating, think, I am eating food. If you are walking, think, I am walking slowly. At first, your mind will resist. Slowly, English will become your inner voice. And that is real fluency. Now, listen carefully. This routine may look small, but small habits create big transformations. Most learners fail not because English is hard, but because they are not consistent. And you are going to be different, because you are starting to build a system, not just motivation. In the next part, I will show you how to speak English without translating in your mind, even when someone talks to you suddenly. And trust me, that is the moment everything starts changing for real. Part 3. The secret of thinking in English without translation. Now, listen very carefully, because this is the point where most beginners struggle the most. They hear English. They understand English. But when they try to speak, their mind becomes slow. Why? Because they are translating everything from their mother tongue into English. And this habit is killing fluency. Today, we are going to slowly break that habit. Step by step, gently, without pressure. First, understand this truth. Your brain is powerful, but it follows patterns. If you train it to translate, it will keep translating. If you train it to think in English, it will slowly start doing that. So the goal is simple. Stop translation. Start direct thinking. Now let's practice a small technique. When you see an object, do not name it in your language first. Go directly in English. For example, when you see water, do not think the Hindi word first. Just think water. When you see a chair, just think chair. Simple words. Direct connection. This is how children learn language. They do not translate. They connect directly, and you can do the same. Now, here is another powerful exercise. Try to describe your actions in real time. Slowly, in your mind. If you are sitting, think, I am sitting. If you are drinking tea, think, I am drinking tea. Do it like a background voice. Soft, natural, continuous. At first, your brain will resist. It will say, this is difficult. But you must continue, because every new habit feels uncomfortable in the beginning. Remember this. Comfort does not create growth. Discomfort creates transformation. Now, one more important thing. Do not worry about full sentences yet. Focus on small thinking patterns. Even broken English is fine, because fluency is not built by perfect sentences. It is built by consistent thinking. And slowly, something magical will happen. You will notice that you are no longer translating. You are just understanding and responding without pressure, without delay. This is the real foundation of confidence. Not memorizing lines, but training your brain to think in English automatically. And once this starts happening, speaking will feel lighter, faster, and more natural. In the next part, I will show you how to respond instantly in English when someone talks to you, even if your mind goes blank. And that is where real confidence begins in daily life conversations. Part 4. How to respond instantly when someone talks to you. Now, this is the moment many beginners fear the most. Someone suddenly speaks to you in English, and your mind goes completely blank. Words, nuisance, silence, and then you feel nervous, embarrassed, stuck. But listen carefully. This is not a lack of English. This is a lack of response training. Toi. We will fix. First, understand one simple truth. You don't need perfect answers. You need fast answers. Even small sentences are powerful if they are quick. Now, let's learn the 3-second rule. When someone asks you something in English, not panic. Do not think too long. Just give yourself 3 seconds. Breathe and respond simply. Even a basic sentence is enough. For example, Q. How are you? U. I am good. Q. Where are you going? U. I am going home. Q. Do you like tea? U. Yes, I like tea. Simple, clear, fast. That is real communication. Now, here is another important trick. If your mind goes blank, use filler phrases. These are your safety tools. Say things like, let me think. 1 second. I think. Yes, I understand. These small phrases give your brain time, and you will not freeze anymore. Now, practice this mindset. Do not aim to impress people. Aim to express yourself. Big difference. Because when you try to impress, you become nervous. But when you try to express, you become natural. And here is something very powerful. Even native speakers don't always respond perfectly. They pause. They restart. They correct themselves. But they keep the conversation alive. And that is your new goal. Keep the conversation alive. No matter how simple your English is. Now let's add a daily practice for you. Talk to yourself for 5 minutes every day. Ask yourself questions and answer slowly. For example, what am I doing? I am studying English. What do I need today? I need practice. Do this daily, and your response speed will improve. Because fluency is not about knowing more words. It is about reacting faster with simple words. And slowly, your hesitation will disappear. Your confidence will grow. And speaking will feel natural, not forced. In the next part, I will teach you how to build real-life conversation skills for shopping, travel, and daily situations, so you can speak English anywhere without fear. Part 5. Real-life conversations in shopping, travel, and daily situations. Now, we are moving into something very real. Something you face every single day. Shopping, travel, meeting people, asking questions. And in these moments, most beginners suddenly feel stuck. Because classroom English feels different from real-life English. But today, we will fix that gap. Slowly, simply, and practically. Let's start with shopping. Imagine you enter a shop. The shopkeeper looks at you and says, "What do you want?" Now, don't panic. You don't need big sentences. Just simple English is enough. You can say, "I want this." "How much is this?" "Do you have this size?" That's it. Short, clear, powerful. Now, travel situations. Imagine you are at a bus stand or station, and you want to ask something. You can say, "Where is the bus stop?" "When is the next bus?" "I want to go here." Even if your English is small, people will understand you. Because communication is more important than perfection. Now, daily life situations. Let's say you meet someone new, and you want to start a conversation. You don't need fancy English. Just start simple. "Hello, how are you?" "What is your name?" "Where are you from?" These are real-life sentences. Used everywhere. Every day. Now, here is something very important. Do not try to translate everything in your mind. Instead, memorize small ready sentences. Think of them like tools. Huenidad. Just use them. No stress, no thinking overload. Now, practice this small habit. Every day, pick 5 sentences from your daily life and repeat them slowly. For example, "I am going outside." "I am buying food." "I am talking to my friend." "I am learning English." "I am feeling better today." Say them out loud. Not in your mind only. Because speaking builds confidence. Thinking alone does not. Now, remember this truth. Real English is not complicated. Real English is simple, fast, and useful. People don't care about perfect grammar. They care about understanding you. And slowly, something will change inside you. You will stop fearing conversations. You will start responding naturally. You will feel, "Yes, I can speak." And that feeling is everything. In the next part, I will teach you how to build confidence in phone calls and daily interactions, where most learners feel the most pressure. Part 6. Speak confidently on phone calls and real daily interactions. Now we are entering a very important situation. Phone calls. For many beginners, this is the most scary moment because you cannot see the person. No body language. Gestures. Only voice. It's pressure. And suddenly, your mind sees, "What should I say? What if I make a mistake? What if I don't understand?" But listen carefully. Phone English is not different English. It is the same English, just in a different situation. First rule. Do not rush. When the phone rings, take a breath and answer slowly. You can simply say, "Hello." "Yes, speaking." "Hi, how can I help you?" That is enough to start. No need for long sentences. Now, if you don't understand something, automatic, just use simple phrases like, "Sorry, please repeat." "I didn't understand." "Can you speak slowly?" These are powerful survival sentences. Even native speakers use them. Now, here is something very important. You are not expected to be perfect on calls. You are expected to be clear. Clear. English always wins over complex English. Let's practice a real situation. Imagine someone calls you and asks, "Is this the right number?" You can say, "Yes, this is the right number." Simple, calm, confident. No extra thinking needed. Now, another situation. Someone asks you for information. For example, "Where is your home?" You can answer, "My home is in your place." That's it. Don't overthink. Just respond. Now, here is a powerful habit. Practice phone English alone. Yes, talk to yourself. Call yourself in imagination. Say, "Hello, who is speaking?" "I am speaking." "I am learning English." This builds mental confidence. And slowly, you will notice something beautiful. Phone calls will stop feeling scary. You will not freeze anymore. You will not avoid calls anymore. Instead, you will say, "It's okay. I can handle this." That is real progress. Remember this line. Confidence is not about perfect English. It is about staying calm under pressure. And you are learning exactly that. In the next and final part, I will show you how to speak English naturally in daily life without fear, without translation, and with full confidence, like a real fluent speaker. Part 7. The moment you become a confident English speaker in real life. Now, this is the final part of your journey. But in reality, this is not the end. This is the beginning of your real confidence. Because everything you learned so far was building one thing: your ability to speak without fear. Slowly, step by step, you have changed your mindset from "I cannot speak English" to "I am learning to speak English." And that shift is everything. Now, let's understand something very important. Fluency is not a destination. Fluency is a daily habit. It does not come suddenly. It grows quietly, in small moments, in daily life. When you speak a simple sentence, when you try again after a mistake, when you don't stop even if you feel nervous, that is real progress. Now, imagine your future self. You are talking to someone confidently. You are not translating in your mind. You are not afraid of mistakes. You are just speaking naturally, slowly, clearly, comfortably. That version of you is not far away. That version of you is already being built today. Now, here is your final mindset shift. Stop thinking, "I need perfect English." Start thinking, "I need daily English." Because daily practice beats perfect planning every single time. Now, I want you to remember something powerful. Mistakes are not your enemy. Mistakes are your teachers. Every wrong sentence makes you stronger. Every awkward moment makes you better. Every pause makes you more real. Now speak this to yourself. "I am not afraid to speak. I am improving every day. I will keep speaking English in daily life." Say it slowly. Feel it deep. Because confidence is built in repetition. Not in one day, but in many days. And now, your final truth. English is not about intelligence. English is about courage. Courage to try. Courage to speak. Courage to continue. Even when it feels uncomfortable. From today, your mission is simple. Speak a little English every day. In your home, in your mind, in your real life. Pressure, perfection, only practice. And one day, without even realizing it, you will speak English naturally, without fear, without hesitation, with full confidence, and you will smile and say, "Yes, I can speak English." And that is the real success. Final version. Your new identity as a confident English speaker. Now, listen very carefully, because this is not just the end of a course. This is the beginning of a new version of you. A version who does not fear English. A version who does not stop speaking. A version who understands one powerful truth. You don't learn English once. You live English every day. From today, forget the idea that English is a subject. English is not a classroom topic. English is a daily life skill. Just like walking, just like talking, just like living. Now think about your journey. At the beginning, you were maybe afraid. Afraid of mistakes. Afraid of people. Afraid of silence. Slowly, step by step, you learned something powerful. Speak small sentences. Think in English. Respond quickly. Use daily English. And stay calm in real situations. That is real growth. Now here is your final transformation secret. You don't need more information. You need more action. Because confidence does not come from watching. Confidence comes from doing, even if it is slow English. Even if it is broken English. Even if it is simple English. You must speak. Now, I want you to promise yourself something. Not to the world, but to yourself. I will speak English every day. I will not stop because of mistakes. I will improve step by step. Say it slowly and believe it. Because one day, something beautiful will happen. You will speak without thinking. You will respond without fear. You will understand without translation. And in that moment, you will realize, I have become a confident English speaker. And remember this final truth forever. Fluency is not about speaking fast. Fluency is about speaking naturally, calm, simple, clear, and confident. So now, take a deep breath, smile, and start your real journey outside this course. Speak to people. Speak to yourself. Speak to life. Because English is not waiting for perfection. English is waiting for you. And this is your new identity. A confident English speaker in daily life.